Hello, Michelle. How are you today?
Hey, Helena, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. It's a beautiful day.
Wonderful. It is. It is.
Yes. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in, either hashtag live or hashtag replay. Helena and I are here with Social Studio, and we come live on Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to share marketing tips and ideas. And we have Facebook group, Social Studio, with Helena and Michelle. We would love for you to join the Facebook group. We'll be sure to share the link in the thread of this video because it's being broadcast in several places. But we enjoy either chatting about marketing tips and ideas or bringing people on as guests who want to share their thoughts, their expertise. And to start out, let's just introduce ourselves. I'm Michelle. I own Triangle Social Media here in Raleigh, North Carolina, but I help businesses anywhere. And I help businesses with their social media platforms. So that might be through managing the platform, creating content, just helping with getting their social media platforms to grow and giving them some ideas. And, there's different ways depending on where someone's coming from that I can help, right? But that's all I do is all the social media things. And my friend and partner, Helena, is here. Helena, tell us all about you.
Hello, guys. I'm Helena, and I'm founder of H Rich Networks. And we help business owners who are frustrated because they can't figure out how to reach their target audience. Well, my team and I have an remedy for that. We address that by creating result driven marketing to help businesses build a strong online presence. And you know what, guys? You can learn more by scanning me.
I just did. She's got her QR code.
Awesome.
Awesome
Awesome.
idea.
So, Michelle, you said that we had a special guest today, and our special guest is Leenna. Leenna
That's right.
is very unique, and this is her our um,
Cool.
cool introduction to to introduce her. But Leenna um, is has a unique background. She helped millennial. She's a millennial marriage coach, and she's also the author of Detox Your Marriage. I really love that title there. Lisa
Yeah, that's
helps
interesting.
millennial premarital engaged couples and design a structured approach towards this special relationship building so that they can live a happy and everlasting life. So let me bring in Leenna. Hi, Leenna.
Hi,
How are you
Hi,
today?
Lena.
hi. I'm fine. Good, Helena and Michelle. Thanks a lot.
Great to have you here today. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you, Michelle. Thank you. And thanks for the lovely introduction, Helena.
Thank you. I think my mouth is so dry. I couldn't talk straight. But Leenna, tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Yeah, so being India's first and the only millennial marriage coach and a global millennial marriage coach, I'm actually on the mission of helping these millennial generation. They are struggling to get the authentic relationship. So what happens is couples marry in pursuit of happiness and take divorce in search of happiness. This triangle, this circle goes on, and they are still missing the peace and happiness, the real happiness within. And the main problem for them is the lack of dealing techniques. They're just not aware of the dealing techniques. They don't know how to deal with the issues or the frictions which they come up with. And that's how from last 27 years I was in a training industry, language training. But I got an insight that yes, people get connected with me very fast and they, with a trust and confidentiality, share with me their worries. So 2016, Leenna Parannjpe brand is established, and there are multiple counselors, but more than that, you need to hold the millennials accountable for taking the action to enjoy the result, because they, unless and until they enjoy the result, they're not going to get that true happiness. And that's how I'm on the mission of that. I work with single ladies, I work with individuals, I mean, so that's what my expertise is, because as per my research, couple counseling is failing all over the globe.
Hmm,
Mhm.
interesting.
Yeah. It is interesting, and I know, I have a millennial too. My daughter, and I know like many of them, they're not as patient, I guess, as
Yeah.
some of
Mhm.
the older folks are. They'll call it quits really, really fast. So that's great that you help them with their struggles. And how do you feel, or why do you feel it's such a need to help them, to directly help millennials?
So the pain of the millennials, when I started coming across these millennials, I came to know that these millennials are actually struggling with, because they are such a bold, energetic, and smart generation actually. But
Mm,
all these characteristics they have been using in their professional life, in pursuing their career, excelling their career, but not in their personal life.
mhm,
Somewhere they are getting emotionally either disturbed, go into struggling submissive mode, and otherwise they become aggressive enough to just call off. So
mm,
there is no balance about it, there is no dealing technique which they are missing. That's what I said. So that is why I started understanding them, listening them more. And that's how I came to know they are having these three main reasons of failing relationship, or what they are going through that.
mhm. Okay.
Mhm. So I'm curious, Lena, where do you find your clients? How do you get the word out?
Yeah, so regarding the millennials is like, definitely they search me on the social media where I'm so much active on Instagram. They reach out to me there on Google. I have the YouTube channel itself. But the main problems of them, like the three main reasons which I would like to share here right now, is m- mainly of these millennial men rather than more than women. The men are actually coming up by showing the courage to fix the issue, to resolve the issue, because
Mhm,
today's millennial men are more worried, and they are much more careful about the women. It's not that they don't take care, they definitely have a concern. But somehow women, not all but to some extent, they have been taking this empowerment in a very different way. So
mhm,
women empowerment taking in a very unique or a different way is actually coming as a challenge in there, because somehow they don't mend in a relationship, in a
Mhm.
set lifestyle, and that's what comes as a hurdle in the relationship. So the
mhm,
three main points are like, first one is lack of intimacy. Today's millennials are lacking the intimacy, the connectivity. So more
mhm,
and more mechanical and technical we become, the sensitivity is lacking. They are not able to sense each other.
mhm,
That's the lack of intimacy they are missing. That is why we have been coming across the professional cuddlers. Have you heard of professional
I have
cuddlers?
heard of that.
Yes, yes. So there are, with great intention of them, just to show their concern, and the releasing the oxytocin, the love hormone. It's only that, but it's a pain thing that we
Mm,
human, we are missing that humanism. We are missing our asset of sensing a partner, and that is
mm,
what is lacking in today's millennials. The
mhm,
second point comes as the lack of quality time. They are just not able to, and I'm not blaming them at all. Unintentionally it is happening, but it is happening actually. It is
mm,
ruining, spoiling their pattern, the belief system, I mean, for relationship.
mhm,
And the third last point comes as their impulsive behavior. They want everything instantly. The way the food is, the instant Maggie comes, the instant food comes. They want instant relationship, and they want the way they enter instantly. They want to exit also instantly if something goes wrong. Oh my
mm.
God,
yeah.
that lack of patience is there.
Wow.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot.
That
So
is.
I'm sure you help a lot of people. That's wonderful. And I'm curious, are you in a certain area of where do you do in person, virtual, and
Yeah.
where are you?
Yeah. So I arrange the meetups mainly, and in the meetups, most of the millennials do take part, and then I take the one-on-one, because every person has a different story, and they want the listener actually.
Mhm.
So that's
So,
a one-on-one coaching. I mean, like,
so do you coach them together or
separate,
individual?
yes,
Separate.
separate.
Okay.
Because
So at any
when
point,
the chaos is going on, one partner wants to restore and the other wants to resist. It's always east and west. So the
okay.
result goes nullified, There is no point in coaching them as a couple. Of course, I do take them the coaching call as a couple, but
Hmm.
later on, once both of them come on a common platform, then that
Okay.
is wise enough.
Okay. So how can we get the word out about your business? We did put it in the chat. And
Okay.
somebody asked the question, but I'm not sure. It may be in it's
It's another language. It doesn't make any
yeah,
sense though.
no, it's
So we,
VUN period and then RENT. Do you know what that means?
I
No.
think it's nonsense. I
Okay.
Nonsense.
don't know.
Okay,
I
we
don't
don't
know.
want any nonsense. We're serious about this platform. So
Yeah.
whoever you are, please vacate. But anyway, um, how and this is a serious subject because this is not something that millennials probably deal with. It may be a little different, but all ages deal with marital issues. So um it's a serious matter for me because I love for people to stay married and so it's something that I would love to hear more about and just to be in prayer for those millennials and other marriages that may struggle.
Yeah.
So we know that we have your contact information inside of this post. So anyone that wants to learn
Yeah.
more about Leenna and what she's doing,
Yeah.
um, you know, go into the chat and find out more about her.
Yes, and we will share her links and invite Lena as well to share her links, her website, her contact information in the
Mhm.
thread of where you're seeing this video. And we invite you, Lena, to join the Facebook group, and we hope that you'll continue to stay in
Sure.
touch with us.
Yes.
And we just really appreciate you coming on. So thank you
Thanks a
so very
lot.
much.
Thanks a lot.
And yeah, and we just look forward to seeing everybody next Thursday at 5 p.m. And reach out if you'd like to visit us on the show, and we would be happy to interview with you. Otherwise, we'll see you all next week.
Yeah.
Take care, guys.
Thank you, Helena.
Bye
You
bye
too.
now.
Bye.